Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making a raw vegan cauliflower rice bowl topped with marinated mushrooms, some sesame kale, carrot, cucumber, and a little bit of fermented veggies. First we're going to start by adding some cauliflower florets to a food processor, and then we're going to pulse until the cauliflower is broken up and actually starts to look like rice. I'm sure you've had cauliflower rice before, but it's super easy to make at home, and it actually tastes even better than what you buy pre-prepared at the store. Next, we're going to add some chia seeds, sesame seeds, sea salt, a little bit of toasted sesame oil, and also a little bit of seasoned rice vinegar. And then we're going to mix everything up really well. The chia seeds will help this stick together almost like a sticky rice, and the sesame seeds, toasted sesame oil, and vinegar will give it a little bit of flavor and some seasoning. Next, we're going to slice some shiitake mushrooms, and then we're going to marinate them. Now, in other videos, I've talked about using mushrooms in raw vegan dishes, and some people don't advocate for that. I actually don't have any problem digesting marinated shiitake mushrooms in particular. However, if you'd like to cook these mushrooms instead of marinating them, that's perfectly fine. In a mixing bowl, we're going to add to the mushrooms a little bit of minced garlic, some maple syrup, a little bit of tamari, and some lime juice. If you want to make it a little bit spicy, which I like, you can add some sriracha or some other hot sauce. And then you're going to mix it up really well, make sure that all of the mushrooms are thoroughly coated, and then you're going to let this marinate for at least 30 minutes. It's actually even better overnight. The mushrooms get soft and juicy. And then we're going to move on to making another one of the veggie toppings. We're going to make some sesame kale. So I've got some purple kale here, and I've taken the stem off, and then I'm going to roll it up. And then we're going to be cutting it into thin slices. This technique is actually called a chiffonade, and it gives us nice long ribbons of kale. Once you have all the sliced kale in a bowl, you're going to add a few things, and then we're going to massage it in order to work the seasoning into it and also to soften it. So the first thing we're going to add is some sesame seeds, a little bit of sea salt, and then here I have some toasted sesame oil. If you're not using oil, you can add a little bit of tamari also in place of the oil. And then I'm just going to take my hand and I'm going to massage the kale. And what this does is it works whatever the dressing is into the kale and makes it nice and soft. It's a much better texture, and it's easier to eat if you're having raw kale in a meal. And finally, for a little bit of texture and crunch, I like to have some julienned raw veggies like carrot, and then we're also going to be doing this with a little bit of cucumber as well to put on top of the bowl. Now we're ready to actually assemble the bowls by taking some of the cauliflower rice, and we're going to portion it out into a serving bowl or serving dish of some kind. And then we're going to arrange all of the other veggies that we've prepared on top. I'm going to be starting with a little bit of the sesame kale. And then I'm just going to follow by adding each of the veggies in its own little area on top of the cauliflower rice. Those are the marinated mushrooms. Then I have a little bit of the julienned carrot. And now I'm going to add some julienned cucumber. And then finally, in the center, I like to add a fermented vegetable. We're going to be using a spicy sauerkraut that I had that I wanted to use up, but really kimchi is amazing on this dish. And then finally, we're going to garnish with a little bit of sliced green onions and some sesame seeds. You can go ahead and serve this with some hot sauce if you'd like to make it a little bit spicier. And there you have it, a fresh, raw vegan cauliflower rice bowl. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe for more healthy plant-based recipes. And please don't forget to marinate that like button.